tell you something about manifestation that I told a client earlier, and she gave me permission to share. She's a little bit more logical and analytical minded, which a lot of us are, because that's how we have been programmed in the school system and different work environments. We're not taught to utilize our imagination, which is the thing that brings our manifestations into desire. Everything that you have brought in, whether it's positive or negative, it started up here. Okay, some of those things we didn't want to manifest, but that came from trauma or oppressive systems or capitalism or whatever, but it all comes from up here. So what I was explaining to her, she is a boss babe, okay? And she's also a single mom. She's got kids to take care of, and so there's a lot on her plate. And I was like, I totally understand that, because I have been there in the past as well. Like, I don't really have a job that I plug into now, but in the past, multiple jobs I was plugging into, okay, taking care of my household and my dogs and my son. And I said, we have got to invest more time in daydreaming. Like, if you are the type of girly who likes to have things scheduled, schedule a session with yourself and your higher self. Because when I was asking her about the things that she wants to manifest, she was a little bit unclear, because you can just get so bogged down in the 3D that you're really just trying to make it day by day or month by month. But we get kind of swallowed up by life in like responsibilities and roles that we're putting on, like hats that we're wearing. And I said, well, what about you? Like, outside of the kids and outside of your business, your career, what's going on with finances, like, what do you want out of life? Adventures, quests, travels, things that you want to manifest that don't have to do with the kid or the kids or the job. And she was just, I don't know. And that's where we get stuck, because we're trying to take all these 3D actions, and then it's not really changing things in our life, because we're in an identity that's very constricted. Like, you're having this very finite viewpoint on what your life looks like and what you are capable of doing per whatever your bank account is saying, or the opportunities that are available to you. However, what I was explaining to her is, the more that you expand outside of yourself, of what could my life potentially look like, and not get so bogged down in the hows and the whys and the whens, that's actually when things really start to shift. And sometimes that does come to you via money, or sometimes it comes like you winning contests or sweepstakes, or a family member gifting you with something, or it's just magically and whimsically working out. But you've got to put those signals out into the universe of, hey, this is what I desire. Okay, so we got to get a little bit more clear on that. Maybe as you going to more music festivals, or going to art classes, or getting more massages. It could be a million different things, but investing 30 minutes a day, or however long that you have, right? 30 minutes a day of, you know what, I'm going to go look at pictures on Pinterest. I'm going to watch videos of other people who are experiencing these things. I'm going to create a vision board. I'm going to get in my mind and imagine that I'm experiencing them in real time. I'm going to plan the vacation. You don't have to book everything, but like, what are the excursions that I'm going to go on? How am I going to get there? You could take a tour of your dream car, whether it's washing somebody in it or actually going to the dealership. But it's almost like a carrot on the end of the stick. It's like we're trying to make all these shifts in our lives, but like, for what? I said, if you had $100,000 land in your lap today, what are you doing with it? Like, you can go ahead and get excited about those things now, because that's an indicator out into the universe of like, I'm expecting this money. And a way that I can pull it in faster and magnetize it to me is to act like it's coming. Like, what am I going to do with this once I receive it?